Do you like her a lot, but you're afraid to take the first step? Do you wish you could read her mind? Today I'm bringing you irrefutable signs that will give you the confidence you need to make your move, or to know if that woman is interested in you. Meeting several of these criteria will help you confirm her feelings, so don't miss any of these tips. Grab a pen and paper if necessary. Before we start, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell to stay updated on when I upload more videos like this. Body language says a lot about people, including whether they are attracted to, like, or are in love with you. A look, a smile, and other gestures and postures reveal interest. When we start feeling butterflies in our stomach and our day brightens with the mere thought of that special person, we are experiencing one of the most fascinating human phenomena, falling in love. This whirlwind of emotions is not just child's play. It's an intensely chemical and emotional process. Imagine our brain turning into a factory of emotions, releasing substances that make us feel everything from nervousness to overwhelming happiness. It's as if our body is preparing for a grand adventure, increasing cortisol, the hormone that puts us on alert, while a decrease in serotonin plunges us into a sea of deep thoughts about that person who steals our sleep. But what are we really looking for in this whirlwind? Beyond the chemistry, there are gestures and signs that reveal hearts captivated by love. For example, men show their interest not only with their gaze but also with small actions, like mimicking gestures or nervously playing with objects when near the person they like. These are unmistakable signs of a beating heart seeking to connect, express admiration, and perhaps leave an indelible mark. Recognizing a woman in love is even more intriguing. A woman in love becomes a narrator of her own love story, showing her affection and care in ways that only the heart can sometimes interpret. Her gestures, attention to detail, and the way her presence seems to envelop everything are silent clues to her affection. In this complex dance of emotions and signals, it's useful to remember the words of the Stoic philosopher Seneca. If you love someone, set them free. If they come back, they're yours. If they don't, they never were. This quote encapsulates the essence of freedom in love. So, how can we tell if a woman is in love with us? Sign number 1, desire for knowledge and seeking connections. When a woman is in love, her mind is flooded with curiosity about the man who has captivated her heart. She seeks to decipher his essence, his experiences, and his dreams. This thirst for knowledge manifests in questions about his life, past relationships, aspirations, and even family dynamics. Stoicism teaches us to observe attentively and discern calmly. In this case, the woman in love becomes a meticulous observer, analyzing every detail of the man's responses. Beyond simple curiosity, the woman looks for common points that bring her closer to the man she loves. Shared values, experiences, or even culinary tastes create a deep sense of connection, strengthening the emotional bond. Within the Stoic world we inhabit, we must remember that seeking connections is a way of building an us, a shared space where both feel comfortable and secure. Stoicism reminds us of the importance of community and human connection, values that strengthen a healthy relationship. Pay attention to this detail because the woman in love doesn't just ask questions. She listens attentively, showing genuine interest in the man's answers. Her eyes light up with every detail. Her words reflect a true desire to understand his inner world. Stoicism invites us to practice active listening, an essential skill for any healthy relationship. Listening attentively not only demonstrates interest, but also allows us to understand the other person's needs and emotions. The woman in love isn't just interested in the man's public life. She also wants to know his more intimate side, his fears, dreams, and deepest desires. This exploration creates a deep emotional connection and a space of trust where both can be vulnerable. Sign number 2, desire for proximity and creative excuses. The desire to be near the beloved person is one of the most evident signs of falling in love. The woman who feels something for you will look for any excuse to be close, share time and space with you. This can manifest in invitations to events, shared activities, or simply seeking your company in everyday moments. What does a stoic man do? Exactly. Observe and learn to discern between the small details with precision. In this case, the woman in love uses subtleties and strategies to be close to the man she likes without revealing her feelings overtly. Developing a stoic vision will allow you to capture these signals that may go unnoticed. A woman who seeks proximity with you is always creative in finding excuses. She might propose joint activities, ask for help with tasks, or simply seek your company for a chat, a coffee, or even mundane activities. The woman in love genuinely enjoys the company of the man she likes. She smiles when she's near, pays attention to his words, and actively participates in the conversation. Her presence creates a pleasant and relaxed atmosphere where both feel comfortable and happy. Actions speak louder than 1,000 words. Women are very smart. In fact, a woman's brain works much faster than a man's. That's why we must be attentive to detail and think almost as quickly as they do to not miss opportunities. Of course, this doesn't mean you should draw hasty conclusions, looking for a reason to be with you in every excuse or word. This person might just value your friendship, and you could confuse it. That's why I told you at the beginning of the video that to confirm your suspicions, certain criteria must be met. So, pay attention to the following signs. Stoicism invites us to value the company of people who enrich us and make us grow. The woman who enjoys your company brings you value, listens attentively, and makes you feel good about yourself. Sign number 3, moments alone. The woman in love will seek to create moments alone with you to talk, share confidences, and strengthen the emotional connection. She might invite you out to eat, go to the movies, or simply spend time together at home. You'll know. This sign is easy because the woman seeks to create connections with the man she likes. She shares her interests, hobbies, and opinions, looking for common points that strengthen the relationship. Stoicism reminds us of the importance of intimacy and deep connection in relationships. The woman who seeks moments alone with you wants to build a relationship based on trust, communication, and affection. Healthy relationships are based on connection and mutual understanding. The woman who seeks to create connections with you wants to build a solid and lasting relationship. There is no magic formula to determine if a woman is in love. However, by understanding psychological signs and applying the wisdom of Stoicism, you can better interpret her behavior and discover if she feels something for you. So, what can you do in those moments alone? Ask her about her interests, hobbies, dreams, and aspirations. Also, share your own experiences and opinions. Be a good listener. Listen attentively and without interruptions. Show interest in what she says by asking relevant questions and comments. Talk about light and fun topics. Share funny anecdotes, jokes, or stories that have happened to you. Laughter is an excellent way to connect with someone. Importantly, avoid controversial or heavy topics. It's not advisable to talk about religion, politics, or issues that could generate arguments. You can also start question games. This way, you'll get to know her better and she will get to know you too. Besides, she'll see you as an interesting and entertaining person who always keeps her excited. Also, share your favorite music with her and ask about hers. Music can be an excellent way to connect with someone. Watching a movie or series together is also a good idea, as it's a great way to spend time together and have a topic of conversation, something that also works, and I assure you it's a plus for that day together, is cooking. Yes, together. Preparing a meal together can be a fun and creative experience. Follow these tips, and thus, not only will you reciprocate her feelings if she has them, but you will also strengthen what she already felt. Sign number 4, seeking closeness. The woman who feels something for you will look for ways to be close to you, even in a group setting. She will use subtleties and strategies to create moments alone with you, whether through excuses, invitations, or simply positioning herself near you. And not only that, because if she likes you and not just as a friend, she will seek to interact with you even in the presence of others. She'll talk to you, smile at you, and seek your attention subtly. She might make inside jokes or share confidences with you that she doesn't share with the rest of the group. In this case, the woman who secretly loves you will act cautiously, seeking closeness without revealing her feelings overtly. Developing a stoic vision will allow you to capture these subtle signals that might go unnoticed. The woman who seeks intimacy with you in a group wants to strengthen the emotional connection and build a relationship based on trust and affection. The woman who secretly loves you will be attentive to your tastes and interests. She will try to participate in activities you enjoy, even if they are not her personal preference, with the aim of making you happy and sharing moments with you. Moreover, she will find any excuse to be with you, whether to ask for help with a task, go to the movies together, or simply accompany you on an errand. Her goal is to create moments alone to talk, get to know you better, and strengthen the connection. And beware, not everyone will understand you in those tough moments in your life. Only people who care about your well-being will notice that something is wrong. The woman who secretly loves you will be attentive to your needs. A woman who cares about your emotional well-being demonstrates a deep interest in you as a person, beyond a simple physical attraction. Rule number 5, constant and involuntary glances. The glance is a powerful tool of nonverbal communication. Eyes can reveal emotions, feelings, and intentions that words cannot always express. When a woman is in love, her glance reflects that emotion involuntarily. The glance of a woman in love is characterized by its depth, intensity, and brightness. Her eyes reflect a deep emotional connection and genuine interest in the man she likes. Angel Luis Guillén Torregrosa, a psychologist, sexologist, couple therapist, and director of Psychopartner, notes that glances that appear when someone is in love or highly attracted are a clear expression of infatuation. These are long and prolonged glances that try to establish direct contact with the other person. When there is this interest in approach, the glance is performed from a frontal position towards the other. Also, in the process of seduction or initial courtship, shorter and more fleeting glances may appear, but they are constant. Following the other person out of the corner of your eye, being attentive to them, is a sign of interest and a desire to establish contact. The woman who feels something for you won't be able to avoid looking at you frequently. Her eyes will search for you in the group, follow you when you move, and fixate on every detail of your face and body. The constant glance of a woman in love is an involuntary action that reveals her interest in you. Observe how she looks at you, and you'll see how her eyes give her away. Did you know that when someone is interested in something or someone, their pupils dilate involuntarily? This phenomenon is due to the release of adrenaline, which increases blood flow and nervous system activity. If you notice that the pupils of the woman you like dilate when she looks at you, it's a sign that she is interested. Before moving on to the next rule, I must talk to you about that glance that leads to a smile. The woman in love will smile at you frequently and seek to maintain eye contact with you. Her smile will be genuine, and her eyes will reflect joy and warmth. The glance of a woman seeks to create a deep and intimate connection with the man she likes. Her eyes attract you, hypnotize you, and make you feel like you're the only person in the world. The glance of the woman who secretly loves you is an invitation to connect on a deeper level, to share emotions, and to build a relationship based on trust and affection. Rule number 6, desire for validation. The woman who feels something for you will seek your approval in her decisions, opinions, and reactions. She will consult you on various topics, from personal matters to gossip or trends, seeking your perspective and validation. The woman who seeks your approval not only wants your opinion, but also the assurance that you understand and support her. The woman who secretly loves you will trust your judgment and criteria. She will ask for advice, consider you a source of wisdom, and value your opinion above that of others. Stoicism reminds us of the importance of trust in relationships. The woman who trusts your judgment sees you as a valuable ally, someone she can lean on and with whom she can share her thoughts and emotions without reservations. The woman in love will seek your approval, not only in her decisions, but also in her emotions. She will talk to you about her feelings, seeking your understanding and support. The secret behind emotional validation is our stoic nature, which teaches us to be compassionate and understanding of others' emotions. The woman who seeks your emotional validation needs to feel that you listen to, understand, and support her in her difficult moments. Rule number 7, care and protection. The woman who secretly loves you will take care of and protect you. She will provide emotional support, help you in your difficult moments, and be there for you when you need her. This is a very clear point that a good Stoic must follow, as Stoicism invites us to care for and protect the people we love. The woman who takes care of and protects you demonstrates her genuine interest in your well-being and happiness. Every woman is a unique world, a treasure to be discovered. Life consists of having experiences and learning from them, and love is a fundamental part of that experience. Dare to take the plunge and discover the beauty of love in all its forms. Rule number 8, be attentive to her postures. This rule is very important to keep in mind. Be aware of her postures and gestures. The woman who feels something for you will have movements like tilting her head, nodding, and shaking her head. These are involuntary movements that are interpreted as interest in the other person, approach, acceptance, etc. These movements make us feel understood, and that there is affinity. In general, the head tends to tilt or turn slightly to the right to show a slightly softer side. Also, when there is interest on the part of the woman, she will show her wrists. An important sign that she is attracted to you is playing with her hair. The gesture of touching her hair also serves to channel nervousness. If you find the signals I have already mentioned to be few, also pay attention to the gestures she makes with her lips. Biting her lips slightly can indicate desire, just as sticking her tongue out slightly when the other is looking. Lastly, having a frontal posture towards the other person, with a slight forward inclination, is a sign of openness and interest. Exactly, if the woman is interested, she will move her foot forward towards her interlocutor. And if they are sitting, the woman tends to cross her legs as a gesture of "I'm interested, but be careful, I have my defenses." Remember, it is up to our Stoic nature to be aware of all these small signals, judge them objectively, and be patient. It is important to follow all the advice I have already mentioned, such as paying attention to her body language. Observe how she behaves when she's with you. If she smiles at you, touches your arm, or looks you in the eyes, these are signs that she feels comfortable and happy with you. Be a good observer. Pay attention to the small details like facial expressions, tone of voice, and how she treats you. It is important to be patient. Don't rush and let things flow naturally. Respect her feelings. If she is not ready to reveal what she feels, don't pressure her. By following this advice, you will be able to decipher the signs of a woman in love and build a healthy and lasting relationship. Remember that behind every word, there is a feeling, and it's up to you not to hurt it. Well, that's all for today. Check out the recommended video to keep learning. You know what to do if you liked the video, and you know what to do to stay updated when I upload more advice like this. Now, this is not a goodbye. This is a see you later.